guys, Nick60 here, coming to you with a really quick World of Tanks update, because I don't know if everyone will have noticed this or not, but besides the general updates within World of Tanks, there has been, they already announced they were going to do it, but they have just implemented it yesterday, the new mission system for tanks. You have the regular missions and specials over here, but if you hit campaign, you have the personal missions, and these don't expire, and they will slowly add more, and they have special rewards. The first reward open for the major mission campaign completion is the Tank Destroyer Stug 4, and you can have a look at all the different rewards here. Stug 4's details, and it's a premium tank. These are all premium tanks. Now, they don't get premium matchmaking or premium, bonuses, but you can use, there's still another free vehicle, and they still can be used to train your crew as needed. For completing all missions in a set, you also get female crew members that you can more or less assign wherever you want, and they have sisterhood special bonus that acts like brothers in arms default if you have a full crew of females, as well as they're already 100% trained and can take another skill or perk. They already have 100% on their first skill or perk, meaning fantastic. Meaning that you're basically starting them with 2 sets of skills or perks. And you can get special commendations, and these are just, the campaign rewards. There's also individual mission rewards. You can see I've not started them much. I've gotten farthest along medium tanks, which I've just sort of, again, started. And with each line, you have the light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, tank destroyers, and self-propelled guns. And I think you only need to have 20 commendations. And then those will be automatically provided to you. And what happens is you get those by completing these different lines. And they will provide different rewards through each one, and then at the very end you'll get 4 commendations for standard and 1 commendation for secondary, and I'll explain the whole thing behind that in a sec. We'll start with the fact that first of all you have primary conditions and secondary conditions, as well as a vehicle requirement and description and hints. And these are intended in particular to help newer players learn how to play World of Tanks, and or correct some of the issues that occur with people that have just kind of ignored tactics. There's no other way to say it. So we'll look at the medium tanks. Step 1, cause damage to an enemy vehicle and win the battle and be in the top 10 players in your team by experience earned. Secondary conditions, you have to make it through the battle. Must be of a tier 4 or higher vehicle, and then the hints are at lower tiers medium tanks can easily neutralize every other type of vehicle. Hit the enemy at any opportunity, but try to evade their fire as well. Stuff that a lot of people would probably consider common sense, but I am well aware that there are players out there that don't. And the first reward is 50,000 credits. If you live, you get another 25,000. And if you don't make it the first time, you can always retry it. And you just keep going, and hopefully you can get completed with honors. Run and gun was the second mission that I just finished. Cause damage to an enemy vehicle while moving, and hopefully destroy the enemy vehicle while moving. Again, available for tier 4 or higher, and this just talks a little bit about needing to be able to maneuver and outflank while still attacking the enemy. And again, you have 50,000 credit and 25,000 credit rewards. I'm currently on Spearhead, which this involves you to rush without getting killed for another 75,000 credits. And it gives you just base credit bonuses for a little bit, and then you have equipment bonuses and credit bonuses. And then you get just bigger credit bonuses. And then for the very end, you get bunks. You get 1 bunk in the barrack. You get a female crew member. You get 4 commendations, and for getting it with honors, you get another commendation. And then once you have the 20 commendations, you get the Stug. And these are all tank specific. Like for the light tank first mission, you need to be in the top 10 players on a victory battle, and your secondary conditions are to live. You'd be surprised how few light tanks manage to actually, light tank players manage to actually achieve that. And like for heavy tanks, I've only played 1 heavy tank battle. You need to destroy an enemy vehicle with the secondary condition of causing 1,000 HP. The next mission is you gotta be in their face and destroy an enemy vehicle with the secondary condition of cause 1,000 HP worth of damage. So these are all mission specific. Tank destroyer, be in top 7 players of your team by experience and win the battle. Self-propelled gun, cause at least 1,000 HP of damage to enemy vehicles and win the battle. And so you're gonna have that with its 20 commendations needed. You have these, which have not been unlocked yet. While they haven't directly stated it, they've more or less stated that there will be more coming in terms of what the different missions are. And so what you do is you just grab a vehicle that matches the conditions, and you run out and you try to complete them. And the end result is I went from nearly broke to finally having some more money again after I blew it all on equipment. These things will earn in money pretty freaking quickly. And they have specific sets as well, which can provide even more gifts. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the same thing as the other one. My mistake, my bad. But yeah, so you can see that each provides a maximum of 5. Geez, my brain isn't working today. Of 5 commendations, and the vehicle takes 20. So you only need to complete 4 campaigns for the free vehicle. And it's not like you're completely blasting through all these campaigns with no rewards in the meantime. I mean, that's a lot of credits per mission for what some of them are. So that makes it worth it in the meantime. I mean, I'm almost after this right now, more for the credits than I am for the tank. That's mostly because I really don't mainline tank destroyers right now. But yeah, so they now have these great campaigns with 4 new vehicles alongside the regular missions. And yeah, I think this is a great thing that they are doing. I think that I'm going to spend a lot of time taking advantage of this. And I have already experienced that some of this campaign stuff really has helped. I mean, I've only played a couple matches and gotten 3 missions completed since this came out, but I can already tell it making a difference, because what I'm seeing is all of a sudden players that have noticed this are all focused on, this is the goal, I gotta do the goal. And even if they're not necessarily cooperating with each other, because they are all fighting to complete these missions to get the rewards, to be it the credits or the tanks, or the crew, whatever it is, it's making the teams a little more effective. And it's making, and in some cases it is inspiring some pretty good cooperation. Like, before I was in the G-Tracker Krupp, I was in my Panther M10, and trying to complete that second mission of just get a kill while moving. And I said that that was what I had to do, and I ended up randomly teaming up with an absolutely amazing KV3 driver who said to stick with him and pick off his damaged targets. And that's what we did. And the rest of the team, you know, everyone else was also working for their stuff. I'm sure he was working for the damage one. He didn't say so directly, but the sheer number of shots he was going for seemed to imply that. And then the rest of the team continued going, and since our whole team seemed to be, or at least a good 2/3 of our team seemed to be very heavily focused on their different parts of the mission, we not only won, but we won a 32% chance to win the match. And while the other team, from how they were reacting, was more or less playing I don't know if it was overconfidence or what it was, but despite the fact that they had the 68% chance to win on their side, they all were kind of iffy on a lot of their performance. While the whole team seemed like everyone had said, okay, well, not necessarily the whole team, but a lot of them had all sat down and said, okay, these are the missions. Everyone, move. So, I've already experienced some benefit to people all having missions and working hard to complete them. So I think this is a great idea. I am thrilled that it is working so far. And if you haven't checked out the missions, go have a look, because let's put some of this last reward thing into perspective, and then I'll stop talking. I got 44,000 credits just out of this, plus 75,000 credits for the mission. I earned over 100,000 credits. I mean, yeah, it's a premium, but they're not that good, especially not with the performance I had. I earned over 100,000 credits in that match just by participating in the match, basically. So, I think that should convince you guys that you might want to have a look at some of these missions. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and if you liked it and want to see more, please check out my channel, Nicola. Subscribe. Check out my Twitter, Nick60vids. If you, I am streaming on Twitch periodically, Nikolai60_Silas. If you really liked what you saw and want to help continue to push the channel, please check out my Patreon, Nikolai60. Links to everything in the description. And yeah, I will see you guys on the battlefield. Nick60 signing off.